Guys and girls, it has been a minute since I've done my last video. Just been busy. Oh, hey, have been busy, just busy doing work, because that's what you got to do to get ahead. But just thought I'd give a quick update to fill you in on where we're at. Excuse me. That means it's time to change up my sprinkler to the next thing I have to water, because it's hot and things like to drink. But yeah, work's flat out, trying to get as much done on my 240Z as I can. It's been taking a big priority in my spare time, and I'm getting sick to death of it. The fact that it's taking priority, because there's so much other stuff that I need to do, and I just can't get my 240Z off my mind for getting it done and finished. It's been 8 years I've been building it, and I can see the end now. It's very close, but the amount of time I get to spend on it is still a fair way away, if that makes sense. But yeah, once I've finished my 240Z, I'm not even going to worry about my other cars for a few months, because I've got to sort some things out in my workshop and around my property. One thing is, keep on saying it, but I've got to get everything out of here. The only thing I want left in this part of my workshop is my workbench. I'll put a shelving system along here, and for my, I'm going to make a plasma table that folds out from this wall here, and the tin here can stay on it full time. It's going to fold out, legs will drop down, and that's where I can cut my tin when I need it, because it's the biggest pain in the arse at the moment, cutting off a piece of tin, because you've got to drag it out and set it up, and then you've got to put it back. But if I just make a plasma table that I can pull out and legs drop down, and fold the legs up and fold it back up so it's out of the way again, that would be great. But yeah, I want to get toolbox I might put in the other room here. All of that I'm going to get rid of, all of that. Bike can stay, but you know, I can push that out while I'm working on cars, so that's no drama. Welder and that, that's probably going to have to stay. I did have it in here. I might put it back in there, or I might not. It is handy having it on a separate trolley so I can wheel it around. I'll worry about that when I get to it. That motor there has to go back out to my uncle's farm. I was just fixing it for them. I just got to get a chance to get it out there. I'll get that out of here because it doesn't need to be in there. I'll figure out something with that. But yeah, might put another row of shelving under this row of shelving so I can put stuff on it. Just so I can get everything off the floor, because I just don't have enough room around my cars when I'm working on them at the moment with all the junk in here. Anyway, that's enough of that. The XK is very much close to being done. I'm still waiting for the guy to come and put the roof lining in, and then I can put the windows back in, give it a final buff, and it can go back to its owner. XM Coupe is waiting for attention. Fairlane here, it's very close to being ready for sandblasting. Well, it is ready for sandblasting. These sill panels are only just sitting on there because brand new sill panels, both sides. I'm going to pull them back off so that when it goes to the blasters they can blast all the inside of where the sill panel is. And then when it comes home I can put in an epoxy primer, weld the sill panels on, and then it's time to do the filler work and get it ready for paint. Fairlane is moving quite rapidly actually. My 240Z, I'm taking the, I said last video that I was going to do a gearbox conversion build, but I looked into it and it's a little bit above my pay grade. I could do it, but I just don't have the equipment to do it. I need a proper mill and various other things to get that job done properly. And you've got to adjust the end play in the countershaft with spacers, and I know what has to be done, I just can't do it because I don't have the gear. So in the meantime, the gearbox is going down to get done next week at Neat Gearboxes in Adelaide. In the meantime, I'm doing some filler work and making the gaps all pretty at the same time. So this is looking really lovely. So yeah, I'm going to pull this door off in a minute, and because I've done the filler work on the top, I just want to do the filler work below this body line next. And no point bending over, I'm going to pull the door off and do it off the car. Then I'm going to move forward, do this guard, then move around the other side and do the same thing. Probably do the bonnet last, bonnet and roof last. But yeah, it's getting there. If I could probably get all the filler work done in 1 week if I concentrated just on my car. But if I do that, I don't get paid. Might, yeah, nah, don't worry about it. Nah, I can't. Not even going to say it. All right. What else? Oh yeah, I found a pipe bender in my junk shed. It needs a bit of work to get it working, but that means when I get time, I can start building a race car, a proper one, and maybe save my old ute. Speaking of the 620, it's not getting much love and it's deteriorating. I took it for a drive a few weeks ago and the ignition barrel just fell apart. Now I have to hotwire it, so I have to do something about that. I might set up a starter button system or something. We'll see what happens with that, and before next race season, it's not going to get the larger engine because I just don't have time. I'm going to run the J15 again for one more season, see if it breaks or not, see how much of a season I can get out of it. But I've got to do a few things before then, such as put a new wheel bearing in it, because I took it to Adelaide, which is about an hour's drive from here, and by the time I got there, the wheel bearing, front driver's side wheel bearing, was making a horrible noise. So I've got a front wheel bearing, and I've got to put a return line back to the tank from the carby, because the electronic fuel pump I put in, it's just putting too much pressure and it's just blowing straight through the needle of seat in the carby. So yeah, that's two things that I have to do to it at least before I take it back racing in a couple of months' time when the season starts again. I'm actually looking forward to that. I've been feeling very isolated because that was my social thing that I used to do. Alright, I think that's about it, guys. Oh, the CX, I've been playing with the CX a bit. I'm going to be going down to Adelaide very soon and getting a CDI ignition for it. So I can bypass a stator because I think the spark's a bit weak on it. I think the stator's starting to wear out. And for the CX500, you've got to pull the motor out to change the stator. So I'm just going to bypass it. Go the modern route with a CDI ignition. Oh, did I do that? Anyway, that'll be it, guys. Just thought I'd know you. I haven't disappeared off the face of the earth. And I'll try and get some content out when I can, but at the moment body filler work is just not fun. It's not exciting to film. So yeah, when I get the gearbox back and we'll start doing some mechanical work, then yeah, I might get some filming done. Till then, guys, catch you later. Oh, one thing I forgot to say before I signed off was I made a trolley for moving around my car bodies when they don't have suspension in them. I even made it so it steers. Look at this, I've got this rod here, and that steers the front wheels. Problem is, I didn't make the spindle shafts big enough and it's cambering out already, so I'm going to redesign, not so much redesign, but remake them with bigger spindle shafts. Yeah, so that's that. And other problem is, I bought solid wheels. Well, they're not solid. Trouble is, they're full of foam, and when it sits for more than 10 minutes, they flat spot really badly, and then you've got to rock the car to get it to move because they sit on their flat spots. So I'm going to change the wheels. I'm going to have to get maybe some actual ones that you can blow up. But yeah, that's going to be a handy little thing for moving car bodies around. Right, now I'm going. Bye guys.